Recently, I've been looking at Dogen's extensive record, the Eihi Koroku. And what's interesting, very different than the Shobogenzo, in the extensive record, you have a collection of these talks that Dogen gives while he is in his monastery day to day, where the Shobogenzo talks are more of kind of like these major talks that he would be giving to the community. And in the extensive record, you get a chance actually to see Dogen as a teacher. And he has talks that are sometimes incredibly brief. They could be like two sentences. But one of the characteristics that is really interesting and not surprising is that he very frequently pauses at the end of his talks, and then he says, "Do you understand? Go to the meditation hall and sit zazen, or study it with all your heart and mind, or penetrate it fully." Things like that. Or he might end it with a verse that he made up, or a verse that he might have taken from the scriptures that his students would clearly know. And it would be something as enigmatic as the stone maiden has given birth to a child, or the eastern mountains are walking, or splashing up the stream as they walk. So he would do things like that. And in going through the Shobogenzo pretty closely for, I do a little of Dogen every day, I found only one place that I think really captures this style of teaching. So I want to read it to you just so you get a feel of Dogen's teaching method. And this is in Samai O Samai, which is the king of samadhis. And he is talking about how the world of Zazen is different than our everyday world. And then he writes this that captures what I'm really trying to point at today. Even though the content is very interesting, the method is what I want to draw your attention to. So he starts with this saying, clarify this for yourself, then activate the aspiration, practice, enlightenment, and nirvana of the Buddha ancestors. Study the world at this very moment of sitting. Is it vertical or horizontal? At the very moment of sitting, what is sitting? Somersaulting or a rapid darting of a fish? Is it thinking or not thinking or not Uh, are you all there? Is this a little bit better? Can you hear me? How far did you get in that passage?
Darting fishes.
Darting fishes and failing Zoom calls. Uh, but our dear friend Dogan didn't stop with darting fishes. So you have that long list that I read up to that, and then he continues. Is it thinking or not thinking? Is it doing or not doing? Is it sitting within sitting? Is it sitting within body mind? Is it sitting, letting go of sitting within sitting, or letting go of sitting within body mind? Investigate this in every possible way. Sit in the body's meditation posture. Sit in the mind's meditation posture. Sit in the meditation posture of letting go of body, mind. So what Dogen is doing here is he's just asking all these questions. It's not about answering it. He's opening up questions. And what's important about this is that all of this, in one way or the other, is an assault on the discriminatory mind. He is leading us someplace. Oh, we think we know something about Zazen. We've been doing it for years. And then it just gives you these questions and you realize, I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea what Zazen is about. And he says, then penetrate it. Look at it. Look at it. So part of this is to bring us to a brink where we don't end up knowing something, like walking away with information, but he wants us to start to go in circles, what is he pointing us to? And then hopefully you drop it at some point, and then you pick it up again, and then you repeat it over and over and over until something happens. And you've all have seen this in your own practice, where there's an opening, a realization. Something becomes real. It might have been something that you cognitively knew, but you know it again in a completely new and alive way. So this is not new to Dogen. The Rinzai teachers he had and the Soto teachers he had, particularly Ru Jing did this. And what he's basically saying, it's my sentiment too, I care so much about your awakening that I cannot give you direct information. If I do, he's saying, I'm saying, any good Dharma teacher would be saying, I would be handing you poison. I would be handing you poison because you might take it and walk away thinking, oh, I got it. Okay, understand that. What's the next thing? Oh, maybe I could find a good Zen book and read up on it. So I invite you to allow your work in the study of the Dharma to be one where you turn towards the bewilderment, where you don't know what's going on. This is what we were talking about last time with beginner's mind. Don't believe me. Don't believe anything I say, and I mean that. Discover the wisdom on your own. Ask yourself, whatever is coming up, whatever emerges either through reading or a talk, or more importantly, your day-to-day life. What does it mean for me? What does it mean for my practice? Where am I getting stuck? What am I missing? What's the invitation? And then I'll do a Dogen pause. And then give you a hint. It's not in reading another book or listening to me talk about it or anybody else. You know where to look.